Hello, guys. So it is the day after the Chinese New Year, and Spirit is talking up a storm. Can't get anything done because I'm trying to write down messages that keep coming through, and they're coming through today. So this is going to be like really sporadic and weird because I'm just going to try to record little bits and pieces as I go about my day because I got a lot to do today. But a couple things. So I think it's several situations. But somehow they're all connected. I'm still trying to figure this out. First thing I keep getting, BPD, people with BPD. Going after light workers. I know, same old, same old. I don't know, something about BPD, something about sunflowers, something about the sun, something about when you were 17. I keep hearing this old, what's his name? Oh, how could I lose his name? Blue Eyes, what's his name? Oh, come on. Oh my God. Sinatra. Jeez. Okay. So there's this old song by Frank Sinatra. It's like when I was 17. I keep hearing that. But I only hear that part because he says other ages in the song, but I just keep hearing when I was 17. So something about when you were 17, something someone did or some people did, because I think it affects several people, when they were 17, but it wasn't intentional. Okay, so there's something about, all right, so go back to high school when you were 17 and you were a light worker then, but probably didn't know it, obviously. But you always had a different aura, a different energy. And there's something about so-called friends in high school trying, like, you were a light worker, and obviously in high school, nobody knows about that kind of stuff. These people, I think, had BPD, but they were in a darker energy, and they acted like friends, but were irritated by your light, right? By your, okay, so what I'm getting is, sorry, that like these people were like downers. They were like, life sucks and blah, blah, blah. And you were lighter than that. And it irritated them, even at that young age. So they would do things to like stomp out your, like, why is she always so happy and positive and why doesn't anything bother her? So they would do things like have a party and not invite you, or a friend group would get together and they wouldn't invite you, thinking that would like make you sad. And maybe it did at first, because when you're young, that stuff is sad. But also not, because it was like, okay, I'm sad, but all right, so I'm not going to that party. I'll find something else to do. Like that irritated them more, that it didn't bother you like they thought it would. And so as time has gone on, this person has not ever had you out of their mind. It's very weird. They became obsessive about you, about your light and your positive attitude and how you get out of things is what I'm hearing. They kind of send bad energy your way, dare I say, messing with dark energy things. They send things your way and you get out of it. And this has gone on for however long now, since you were 17. And there's a conversation amongst a group about how you get out of things they send your way. They want things, this is so, ugh. They want things to break you, whether it's a friend group or someone you're dating or a career or whatever. They like do things, manipulate things to try to break you, and it never does. You just kind of, okay, well, that's not working out. I'm going to go over here and do this. Like, and it's coming to a head. Like, this has been going on for years and years. There's a literal conversation amongst a group that it's a miracle that you got out of things. This is weird. Who has time for this stuff? 17. When something about a friend group when you were 17, or something someone did when you were 17 that was supposed to upset you, and maybe it did, but they don't see that. They just see that you were still okay. And this is not somebody who's ever come to your face like, I don't like you and I'm going to break you. This is somebody that like smiles in your face. And I just got that maybe even a little too much, because if you pull back and look at it, there will be times when they come in to quote unquote help you, and it's kind of like, well, why would you even, like, we weren't even talking at the time, why would you? But that help was never help. It never ended up being help. So let's say, for example, you have an important appointment and your car breaks down, and this person who you haven't talked to in a few years, maybe talk on social media or something, oh, I'll come pick you up and I'll take you, and you're grateful, right? Because you got to get to this appointment, but you're also kind of like, this is, why did this person I'm gonna say she, because I feel like it's a feminine energy. Why did this person, okay, thanks, but it's a little weird that you jumped in, something like that. And then there's, okay, so moving forward to more current, there's something about a couple in a church, in a kind of like church social group. Um, they're These are dark energy people, but they try to make their facade as church going people. Faith, hope, love. I'm seeing faith, hope, love. Faith, hope, love. Um, but they're not whatever Christians or whatever religion. It's part of their disguise. It's part of their facade. I'm a church going, blah blah blah. But there's something about a couple being in a church and portraying a certain image in a church. But there's something about taking up a collection for something, and not using the funds the way they were supposed to. I'm seeing the man kind of just throwing money at everything. Like any problem he has, he throws money at, but the money is coming from a collection from the church. And they're getting found out. And the couple may be separated, or there's some kind of divide in this couple. Because I'm seeing the husband in the couple pinning it on the wife. And he's kind of a charismatic, talk his way out of things guy. And so it's like he thinks people will believe him when this is coming, because something's coming out about the money not going where it was supposed to go. And he's pinning it on her and convincing everyone that it was her. Excuse me. And I'm not saying she's innocent, but it's all being pinned on her. I don't know how that connects, but somehow that connects to the thing when you were 17. But also I need to say that whoever this couple is, there's a panic. They're being found out. And like I said, I think they're probably both trying to pin it on each other, but I'm getting heavily that he's pinning it on her. But also it connects with you because he is, or they are trying to figure out if there's a way to pin something on you. And it's really weird because I feel like you weren't a part of this. You weren't around any of this. You probably don't even have any knowledge of this. So if there is a couple, a quote unquote church going couple that is like befriending you all of a sudden, or acting like they're coming in to save you or something, be wary, because they're going to, I don't know what this is, but they're going to try to pull you into it and make you a part of it or pin it on you or something. They can't. It's just a desperate idea. They can't, because you weren't a part of this. You were not a part of this. You don't even know these church people. I don't think it's your church at all. Like, how long have I rambled on this? Okay, hang on one sec. Yeah, I don't know why we keep going back and forth between people that did stuff when you were in high school and something more current, the church people. Because they're bringing me back to now. I think it's a feminine energy. Could be a man and feminine energy. We have both. Something about, she's very upset that these things she thought would break you didn't break you. Where, like, well, people who are in darker energy, it would break them, and you're not. So it didn't, it might have hurt your feelings. Like I said, if there was some kind of like, oh, we're all going to go out and not invite you or whatever, that could hurt your feelings. But then it was just kind of like, all right, well, I'll go do this, or there's something about people being upset that you're okay with your own company. Multiple people being upset because they're still very, sorry, I'm folding laundry as I do this. They're still very externally focused, right? So they need constant validation. They need constant social contact and blah, blah, blah. And you're just kind of like, I'm cool hanging by myself for, days at a time, weeks at a time, whatever. Something that bothers people for some reason. I don't know why people can't just let people live their lives. Oh my God. I can honestly say I've never sat around thinking about, why is that person okay by themselves? Why isn't that person always looking to hang out with people? Why, like, who has time for this? But dark energy people do. I feel like it's an obsessed energy. With this, there's an masculine energy, also from, I want to say, around high school time. I'm just going to keep saying 17 because that's what keeps playing in my head. Yes, I'm talking very fast because that's what happens when I'm in the energy and I can't slow down. There's a male or a masculine energy who feels rejected by you, like around high school time. Or, okay, two situations I'm seeing. Somebody feels rejected around high school age, around the time you're in high school, and someone maybe you didn't reject in high school but rejected later. Two different situations. One situation, because I feel like one situation you might have, I don't want to say dated. Dated, but I don't know that you were a couple. I don't know. I feel like this masculine energy breadcrumbed you a bit. Oh boy. Oh man. I know how this falls in my life. Okay. Breadcrumbed you a bit. And was another person. This is most light workers, this kind of stuff, you'll look back and see this happens over and over and over in your life. This male breadcrumbed you and was another person that did things to try to break you. Certain personalities get off on hurting people's feelings, feeling that important that they can break people. So, like, if you dated this masculine energy, or flip it, if you're a man and it's a feminine, I don't know. If you dated this person, this would be the person that, like, would flirt with people in front of you to try to hurt your feelings, would tell you he's staying home, but really he's in the club. All these things to try to get you, like, why would you do this to me? And that kind of thing. That's where this masculine energy and the feminine energy that I was talking about that acted like your friend or whatever, they're the same in that the way they drain people's energy is by doing something to hurt their feelings so that, how do I say this? If I'm pretending to be your friend and then I plan a big party, but I don't invite you, I expect you to be sad about that. And if you are sad about that, it's like my battery gets charged. And that's hard. I know that's hard for light workers to understand because we don't operate that way. But it's the way a light worker's battery might get charged by meditating or hanging with animals, or how it just charges you up. This is how darker energy people get charged up, by your reaction to what I did, because it makes me feel like, oh, I have the power to do this to somebody. It's sick, it's twisted, but it is what it is. Now we're coming back to, I don't know what this is. I know I'm supposed to find this. The way they're portraying it to me, I'm supposed to find the connection. I haven't found it. But they're going back from, they go to high school, 17, and then current people within a church, not using funds the way they were supposed to. Taking a collection for something specific. I don't know. We're going to help kids in an orphanage. We're going to help somebody with a disease. We're going to, something. And everybody in the church is like, yes, of course, we're going to donate to this. But then this couple did not spend the money the way they're supposed to. Like, they didn't send it to the kids they were supposed to help, or they didn't pay the doctor bills it was supposed to pay, or, something like that. But the woman shopped a lot. The woman shopped a lot with that money. So she's not innocent, but it's not all on her the way the man is trying to portray it. Church. And heavy focus on, these are not Christians. These are people who don't even believe in God. Oh my goodness. I just got that they are shut off from God. I don't like that. I got goosebumps. These are people who are so bad and have done so much. I don't even want to say it. I don't want to say, I don't want to say God has turned his or her back, but they are not covered in the blood of the Lamb. Currently. Doesn't mean they can't turn. They probably won't, but anytime they want to come back, they're welcome, but they are not under God's protection. And yet they portray themselves as these God-loving church people. It makes me very uncomfortable because I literally am getting they are not under God's protection. Anyway, but yes, so this is when you're an evil person and you don't want to be known as an evil person, you put on a facade, right? You put on a whole, I care about people and blah, blah, blah. This is their facade. They thought the best thing to do was, hey, we'll go to church and act like church. Everybody loves church people. This is what they did. These are the kind of people that go to church on Sunday, but then all week long they're, paying prostitutes and drinking. And I'm not judging anybody if you do that, but I'm just saying, it's those kind of people. They're actually very dark, very manipulative. Every relationship is transactional. They have no real connections. This is a very messed up marriage because they're both this way. BPD. I'm getting BPD. It's the kind of people that can't have peace. They need drama. They need it. I'm just seeing chaos. She's, creating a drama. He's creating a drama. They just can't be. I don't want to say this because I feel like I'm finding out how this fits into my path. I'm seeing. God. I'm going to leave that go. Just suffice it to say, who they are during the week is not who they portray themselves to be when they go to church. And I'm not even saying they go on Sundays. I'm just saying when they interact with the church. The heavy focus on the social aspect of a church. Not necessarily going to church, but the social, if a bunch of couples from the church go out together or fundraisers or those kind of things. Heavy focus on the social aspect of it and them using that as their shield, as their way to hide who they really are. 19 minutes already. Okay, I'm going to end this and I'll start another one. Sorry, guys.